What? What?
My name is Cory Lollman. For the last 3 years, my father Dan, my wife Tia, and myself have traveled across Iowa investigating the most haunted locations in the state. Now, we set out for a new challenge. For the first time ever, we will spend 3 consecutive nights at one of Iowa's oldest homes. Welcome to the Horridge House.
We got our bags packed, we're all loaded, getting ready to hit the road. Horridge House, here we come.
Checking out at 409.
The story of Benton County started on December 21st, 1837, when the Benton Township was formed. In May of 1846, the town of Northport became the county seat. Northport was originally an outpost for trading, and sometimes that trading was with Native Americans. Then, in 1848, the name was changed to Benton. Today, there are still many historic homes throughout this small Iowa town. One of those homes stands out above all the rest.
The history of this house began with Dr. Hewitt B. Klingon. He came here in the 1850s and built this house in 1859. Willis Franklin Williams, he was building a house just right behind the Horridge House, which is now a funeral home, but it took about 10 years to build just because of the size of it, and they had to let the ground and everything cure for a while. So he lived in this house for about 2 years when he sold the house to Elizabeth and George Horridge. George Horridge came here in the mid-1850s. He was a hardware merchant. He also was a tinsmith, and eventually became the president of the Farmers National Bank. George was in business with Augustus Herman Rock, and Augustus Herman Rock died in 1861. Oddly enough, George married Augustus Herman Rock's wife, Elizabeth Taylor Rock. Elizabeth died April 13th of 1900 down in Lake Charles, Louisiana at their summer home. Her son and daughter actually went down and got her and brought her back here to the Horridge House, and her funeral was held just in a room that way. And so during the funeral, they would have had her laying up in state in the front parlor, and people would have came in, paid their respects, and then came into this room that we're sitting in now, and they would have maybe had refreshments and different things, and again paid their condolences to the family. George did remarry not too much longer after Elizabeth died. He remarried to a woman named Carrie Smith. Carrie was 30 years younger than George, so they had a lot of time that they spent together. They loved to travel. George never did have any kids of his own, but he did have the stepchildren from Elizabeth and Augustus Herman. Carrie's mother, Catherine, would have lived with George and Carrie for quite some time, especially near the end of her life. There is an apartment upstairs that she would have lived in for quite some time, but then when she became elderly and couldn't go up and down the stairs anymore, she did come down and live in this back room just to the right of me, and she lived in there up until her death. We do know she did die in the house. She died in 1926. Carrie, she did not die in the home, but she did basically fall to her death here in the house. She fell down the stairs in September of 1948, and she died in January of 1949. George did die here in the home on May 26th of 1930. He was just shy of his 97th birthday, so he did just die of old age, but he did die here in the home, most likely in the room we're sitting in now or the one right over here.
Anytime you have a death in a home, it can leave behind that footprint for a haunting. And there may be even more members of the family that passed away here. It just hasn't been verified yet. Combine that with the thousands of historical items now located throughout the home, and you have an amazing recipe for paranormal activity.
So my paranormal experiences in this house, gosh, there's so many. I mean, electromagnetic field devices just really go off a lot in this, especially in this room we're in. I've seen shadow figures. I have heard a growl in the basement, along with Tia. We both heard that. And I mean, we've had teams see full-bodied apparitions here. People have been scratched. It's just kind of everything that you can think of.
The very first time our team ever came to the Horridge House, we were with Katie and Josh. And we were in this narrow hallway that leads right to the staircase to go upstairs. And we were standing there. I had my back up against the wall, and I kept looking out into the main room. This has like a table where you can sit and just chill if you want. And I could just swear something was watching me. And shortly after, I mentioned it, and Katie did as well. She actually felt like something was over there as well. I had my camera panning over to the left, which was towards this room because I felt this presence. And in playback, we actually catch a couple phrases and then my name. And it was very interesting because I kept having that feeling. So the fact that then we caught my name kind of gives you a little bit of an eerie feeling.
Later that night, something would happen that I will never forget. The feeling of being touched by someone or something you cannot see.
What? What?
That was just the beginning. Every time we come here, things happen, and it continues to draw us back.
Cory and I came here Father's Day weekend one year, and it was just him and I. We started our investigation upstairs in the master room, and we were in the process of getting ready. We hadn't even started yet. He was in the chair, he was blindfolded. We were going to do a blindfolded session with him. And I was setting up our camera and my phone because we were getting ready to do a live on TikTok. And you can see him in the camera, his lips do not move, and you can hear me. So in the process of getting ready, I'm setting up a description on this live, and I'm kind of like talking to myself on it. Shortly before I say the word description, you hear, "Hi." And it's like a whisper, it's really low, and Cory and I were the only ones in the house. So we knew we didn't say this. So it was a very interesting capture knowing that nobody else was here with us.
This house is alive, and the spirits here are highly intelligent.
Later that night, that Father's Day weekend we were here, just the two of us, we actually caught another amazing EVP. Earlier in the night, we had left the master bedroom and we had explored the rest of the house with not much luck of anything going on. So we circled back to the master bedroom, and Cory laid on the bed, and I was in the chair that he actually sat in blindfolded earlier that night. He asks, "Is this where you want us to be tonight?" And we capture a voice saying, "Wouldn't it be?"
We're back up here. Is this where you want us to be tonight?
Now that comes through on my camera audio, and it's right there. Again, we are the only two in the house that night, so that was an amazing thing because we knew that neither of us said this, and it was a direct response to a question we had asked.
I think there's a ton of things that we're not quite privy to yet, right? It's like the house is giving us its secrets just a little bit at a time. It's almost like just little breadcrumbs here and there or whatever, which then you go and you research and then you try to correlate it with historical fact. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. With this place though, it does seem like that happens more often than not. And it's pretty phenomenal. Every time that I have been to the Horridge House, it's always been like in an event setting, right? An event, like a group setting. And it's interesting because even then with being in a group, like I have had crazy experiences because you don't get that a lot of the time, right? But even just walking in here tonight and putting my gear down, like I got this crazy amount of chills go through my body. I was like, oh crap, like this place is, it's next level. And there's a lot of things that I don't think a lot of people understand when it comes to having a haunting like this, right? Like it is, like you have obviously like your natural hauntings, your ghosts, your things that happen, but like walking into a place and feeling the energy. And that's exactly what this place is. I remember specifically being down in the basement with a group of people, and there was probably at least 8, if not 10 of us down in the basement. And I remember specifically hearing a female. Now, it was interesting because Katie was telling us a story about this lady who, upon further research and all of that, may not have been the saint that she is kind of painted to be. And right after she gets done telling us that story, you hear this scratchy female voice kind of almost cackle or laugh and just go, I thought I was going crazy initially. I looked at my wife who was standing right next to me thinking, oh, what's funny about that? You know what I mean? Like what warrants a laugh? And it wasn't her. She looks at me because she had heard the exact same thing. What was fascinating to me is half of that group that we were in heard this audible cackle. The other half of the group didn't seem to pick up on it, didn't hear it. When asked of those of us that actually heard the voice, where did the voice come from? Everybody immediately points in the exact same direction. I mean, just adding more validation to the fact that something legitimate happened. And it was one of the coolest experiences that I've had in this house. And I'm definitely looking forward to more, especially like being in this place tonight. Like if it already feels weird, like it does right now, what's gonna happen? Like when it's truly time to turn off all the lights and just get after it.
Okay, so Katie actually just texted me. I'm still trying to get the video cameras to work right. But Katie texted me and said to go upstairs and try to talk to the lady. So that's what I'm going to do. Because there's nothing like going up to where you were first touched by a spirit by yourself to try to talk to the lady. But before we do that, okay. I'm going to mess with this real quick.
Hey, were you just saying something?
Negative.
Oh my god, I am hearing a lady's voice come through this walkie-talkie.
Cool, get it recorded on the camera.
I am hearing it. Hey, were you just saying something?
Negative.
Oh my god, I am hearing a lady's voice come through this walkie-talkie.
Cool, get it recorded on the camera.
I am hearing it. Like, I can straight hear a woman's voice coming through this thing right now, and it has given me the chills.
Well, number 8 just popped on, but it keeps freezing up.
So Katie told me to come up here and try to talk to the lady.
Now it's working fine.
I'm having a lady's voice come through this walkie-talkie, and neither my father or my wife are talking through it. We've had these on for 2 hours and nothing has come through, except for when we talk. Okay, I'm gonna set this up. All right. I'm gonna get a voice recorder going here. Is there someone up here who wants to talk to me? Is there a lady up here? Who's the lady? It's happening again. It's happening again. That is coming, a woman's voice coming through this walkie-talkie. I cannot make it out. Can you continue to try to speak to me? I'm gonna open up this window. Okay, maybe try to give us some light. Did something happen to you? To the lady? Were you strangled? How old were you?
This is the only time throughout the 3 days that this would occur. Nothing would be captured on the voice recorder, and after a little while longer, we would finish setting up and get ready for the first night. After a slow start to the night, we would conduct a ghost box session. A ghost box is a radio that sweeps through station frequencies at a very fast rate, creating a white noise effect that spirits are thought to communicate through. What we are looking for is multiple syllables or words coming through in a very short period of time.
We know you've spoken to us before. Speak to us again. Let us know how you're doing. Is there anything that you would like that we could bring to you? Do you have a favorite flower?
Oh, it's a flower. What kind of flower?
If you can tell me your favorite flower, I'll bring you some.
What? Better hope it's not an imported.
Huh?
Better hope it's not an imported one.
Right. I'll do my best to bring you your favorite flower if you can tell me what it is. Do you like roses? What about tulips? Carnations?
Daisies?
You let me know what you want and I'll try to bring it to you.
Ooh, that's a big one.
With a different voice. Is there anything else that you would like? A certain kind of food? Maybe a snack food?
We would continue for a while longer, and then move into the main living room area. With not much activity occurring, we would conclude night one with having one of our cat balls unexplainably light up right before we exit the house.
Well, I'm ready to call it.
Okay.
We're going to have a late night tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that shouldn't happen.
What's that for? Are you happy?
Is that you setting that off?
Is that you telling us you want us to leave?
Do it again if you want us to leave.
Or was it because you were just close to
I
it?
know.
No.
Do you want us to stay?
Those shouldn't just go
Set it
off
off
because
again if
stomping
you want
used
us
to
to
it.
stay. You usually have to like touch them or like be right at them.
Oh, and even that. I mean, they gotta move. Sometimes they have to move more than just a little flick, you know?
This would conclude night 1, and we'd begin to prepare ourselves for night 2. Day 2 would start off with some severe weather coming through the area. Tornadoes were on the ground in areas all around us. Thankfully, the most serious areas would avoid us. The activity we would experience this night is remarkable. After the storms passed, Tia would conduct an Ovilus session in the upstairs room that we like to call the doll room.
Did you move outside of the room? Did you go downstairs? Pushed 9. 9 came across earlier in the master bedroom when I had the Ovilus on the nurse's outfit. So did 9 actually. Pushed 9. What do you mean? 9 what? Are there 9 of you up here? 9 of you in the house? What does 9 mean? There's so many possible explanations for that. Kind of starting to feel a little off. I'm not tired. It's like 5:30, so I'm good. Elemental? What? Is there an elemental here? Are farmers here? Are there others? So what I mean, I feel off. Like, I don't know if you notice, like my eyes kind of closing or whatever. I just feel a little off. It's not substantial by any means. I don't know. I have no idea the word before that. What it means. Continued. Akasha. What is Akasha? Is that a name?
Upon further research, we would find out that Akasha is described as a spiritual force that earth, air, fire, and water descend from.
It's literally A-K-A-S-H-A. Akasha. Or Akasha. Not sure. That one spot in my back is really warming in. you trying to say more? Kind of looks like it. Doors. I hear doors. Rocket 11, stay. You want me to stay? You still want to talk? We're gonna have a lot of people here. Let's see. There's 3, 5, 6 of us tonight. How do you feel about that? Do you like it one-on-one, or do you like multiple people? Weeps and minute. Crying. I got that at the very beginning when I first came into this room. Are you still crying? Are you sad? I'm pretty warm up here. I am not a warm person. I stay pretty cold. A pawn. Never understand that one either.
The Ovilus would continue to spit out words without an understanding, almost as if the energy in the room could not focus on one particular word. With the others on their way, we would get ready for our second night of investigating. To start the night, we would all begin together in the house. Some of us would make our way upstairs, and as we were getting accustomed to how the house was feeling that night, the following events would take place.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what you were feeling before. All I feel is like a tightness in my chest, like right here.
So,
You know what I mean?
what happened to me happened to me twice. It came, it went, and then it came back. So I was sitting just relaxed, perfectly still.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was shaking uncontrollably.
Same chair.
Same chair. No, you could not visibly see me shaking, but like I felt like I was tremoring, like
Yep.
almost seizure like. And then it kind of went away, and it came back, and then it went away again. And actually, on the feed, when it went away, you see this orb leave my...
We did not know it at the time, but after review, as I was telling Josh this story, we captured the following unexplained voice.
Then it kind of went away, and it came back, and then it went away again. Then it kind of went away, and it came back, and then it went away again. And actually, on the feed, when it went away, you see this orb leave my body.
Dude, that's messed up.
And it was... And see, the crazy thing about that is T and I were here for Father's Day a couple years ago. Just me and her, and that's when all this crap happened.
Wow. No, it's weird, man. Like I don't know. I just feel like a tightness, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a tightness with like a pulsing? Like
just in my not a pulse, just like in my chest. Like I'm just kind of feeling it.
Tia gets bad headaches up here sometimes. Like really bad, like throbbing.
Really?
I drugged myself up pretty good before I even came. Like I'm not like nothing illegal. Fuck.
Don't we all?
Nothing illegal.
That was me.
What do you think about sitting there and going blindfold, Kitty? Tap into your
Blindfolded.
Yeah, I got the blindfold right here.
Blindfold and tap into your little.
We won't leave you by yourself.
No, we'll be here.
Estes. Or just do blindfold.
Just see what you can pick up.
What the f?
What was it?
Or just do blindfold.
Just see what you can pick up.
What the f?
What was it?
Or just do blindfold.
Just see what you can pick up.
What the f?
What was it? What was it?
Did you hear it?
I heard something.
It was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's off here in the.
Like I thought that. Oh.
Dude.
I've never done this blindfolded before. So.
Like you heard that though, right, John?
I did for sure.
Something
It was a
just
breath?
Like a
Male?
not quite a growl, but
not a growl,
someone
almost like a
blowing.
breathy growl
Yeah.
almost. But yeah, it's freaking trippy.
Shit.
Sorry, that's me. It's hard to find a chair when you can't see. Is there somebody or something up here with us currently?
Just heard like small little rustling over there very quick. Can you tell us what time you're from? What year did you live here, or were you around here? If you make yourself known and give off your energy, I may be able to see you, to hear you. I thought I was seeing you when I was in the basement, or not in the basement, but in the kitchen. What are you connected to? Indians, and they scalped him. They killed him.
Way to go.
Right? It was a family and kids and everything. It's terrible.
So there is most definitely movement in this room directly across the hall.
Okay, that's common.
The doll room?
Yeah, the one that you were just in.
Of course. Because I asked the doll to.
Yeah, you did. I was like, but you.
You let out and tap on the glass.
Yep.
That's where Tia was sitting earlier when the obelisk was just spitting out words left and right.
Oh, it was in that room?
Yeah.
It's the tall, creepy doll in the case that nobody likes. Pretty. Because we noticed that one night, or what were we here for? I don't know. She was moved different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was in a different. Like, she was leaning further forward, like she was trying to touch the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You okay?
She's down
was like that's the scariest thing I've seen in this house.
What was it?
It was like all of a sudden it just like hit me. It was like it was like jagged teeth.
Hmm.
And they started talking about the dolls. And it was like, wow, that made me like get tears in my eyes. I don't even look. I'm like speechless. I can't even think. But it was almost like he was just like whoa, right in my face. And do you know the guy who this sounds silly. Do you know the guy that tries to be like a snake or whatever and he's like shaves his teeth to be jagged? That's what it looked like. Who's with Josh? Cory?
Yeah.
Okay. You back in here? I feel like my head's spinning.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
Like I just keep like,
Whoa.
what?
Cory, question. I already know the fucking answer. You did not just touch my shoulder.
No,
Like,
no.
right.
I
saw you.
was back there, yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not.
Nope, I was.
Okay. That thing wanted.
When you said my name, I was here watching Josh walk back there. I wasn't even in the room yet.
What did it say, Josh?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think that thing wanted me to go in that room, the storage room back there, because I was like, "Are you back here?" Yes. And then I got to that room and it goes in. I was like, I'm not coming in there.
We would leave the house for a short break, and then Tia and Katie would conduct a session with only them in the house.
I wonder if the guys are listening. Can you listen and see if the EM pump downstairs is dying? If you can hear me, Cory or Dan, whoever.
Anyone?
We don't have a walkie, so we can't hear the response, but
They could text me or message me.
yeah, I don't have my phone. You do. Can you try and touch the blue dot or the blue light, either by walking by it or with your hand or whatever? That blinking blue light, and it'll change to either green or red. That's how we will visibly know you're here. That's how we will visibly know you're here. That's how we will visibly know you're here. They must have heard us. That's the door, right? You heard that, right?
No.
Guys, did you come inside? No, that full on sound like the door opened.
I hear that buzzing now.
Yeah. No, that full on sound like the door opened.
That door's pretty loud.
I thought maybe they heard us
Let me
and...
text Josh.
That was not a window. That full on sound like a door opened.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can tell what the wind is, like tapping on the windows.
If that was you, can you do that again? Or something similar? Well, thank you.
Oh
How about the other side? You want to turn it red? Oh my gosh, I feel like I just saw something on the ceiling in there.
On the ceiling?
Yeah.
Like going from bottom to ceiling, or just
No,
like
just
floating?
ceiling, real quick.
If you walk away from that, it'll reset it to blue, and we can use that. Thank you. Oh, I just got goosebumps.
Wow.
Like I have like full on goosebumps
Me
all
too,
up and down my body.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
T and Katie would then conduct the Estes method. The Estes method is an experiment in which one person is blindfolded and wearing headphones, listening to a ghost box and repeating any words they hear, while the other person is asking the questions.
Okay. Way too fast. Hold on. Heck. Okay, there we go.
Can you tell me your name?
I feel like I said 3 again.
3. 3 what? Are there 3 of you up here with us? How many?
9?
There's also the blue light in front of Katie. Do you want to use that or no?
Three.
Hmm.
It's unbelievable.
3 what? 3 spirits. Is 3 a date?
What's that female voice?
What's the significance of 3? You've said that a couple times. Are you the same?
I feel like the female voice doesn't speak English.
Huh. Are you the same one that was up here with me earlier during the storms?
Please? Set that over there.
Please what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are? You're the same one? Can you tell me your name? How old are you? Why are you here? What do you think of the storms earlier? Were you glad that I was up here with you? Do you like us being up here?
Leave?
Leave? Do you want us to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, why? Tell me why.
Hear it?
Oh. Tell me why.
Hear it?
Oh. Tell me why.
Hear it?
Oh. Interesting.
Person.
You just set off that red light.
Who set off the red light? Does that mean you want us to leave? Is that why you did the red? I heard it. Does that mean you want us to leave? Is that why you did the red? I heard it. Does that mean you want us to leave? Is that why you did the red? I heard it.
You heard it?
I heard it.
That knock was right behind me.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, my God.
Green. We heard it. You said heard it. We heard it. Why are you here?
You said you're going or you're great?
Did you live here? Are you attached to something in the house? An item? Why won't you say your name? That is really hard to get from you.
Too soon.
Why is that too soon? Do you think it will upset us, knowing your name?
I swear to kill something.
Ugh.
And like, that is so weird before that.
Why is it too soon?
No.
No, that's not what you said. Okay, say it again. Maybe she'll get it different.
It is.
You didn't tell us why you're here.
Curse?
Are you cursed?
Leave.
Do you want us to leave? Or do you want to leave?
Sick.
Are you sick? Did you die from a disease?
Yeah. And it's that woman's voice. Oh, God.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She is so creepy.
What kind of disease? Is that why you kept saying weeps earlier on the Ovilus? Was it a painful disease? Red. What do you mean by the red?
Break?
Do you want to take a break? Make it go off green if you want to take a break communicating with us.
No.
Okay, we'll keep going. You gonna tell me your name yet?
Oh my God.
What?
It was that female voice.
Yeah?
And it was only in my right earbud, but I have no idea what she said, but it was like, it lingered.
Ugh.
I have
Ugh.
complete goosebumps right now.
You're giving me goosebumps. Ugh.
Like, she had been talking the entire time, But that was like, she almost goes, ah, like, and it just
Oh.
kept going.
My goodness.
Yeah, we're gonna shut her off for a little bit.
Yeah.
That was freaky.
Yeah, that's weird.
I literally like now have goosebumps like all up and down my body. Was anything relevant?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could hear the tone of your voice, but I could not understand like any words that you were really saying.
Okay.
And then behind me though, I thought I heard a knock, but I don't know if it was the whoa.
I don't think it was.
Tia and Katie would wrap up the Estes session and return outside. Then, it was time for the guys to go in.
How many spirits are in the house?
Can you go forward and touch one of us? Grab one of our shoulders, our legs, our back. What?
So they're not seeing bats. Glencore.
They're fucking lying.
That's the REM pod.
That is the REM pod.
Watch this.
Did Josh touch the REM pod?
Hey Josh.
Yeah.
Do you touch the REM pod?
No, but these things are going off down here.
That's where to go.
I'm in the room next to him, so I'm
Oh, so he's in the room with like the piano.
Yeah.
You want to cruise down there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Grab her stuff. Wrench. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, careful.
It's the second time we've gotten healer on here.
Healer?
Healer.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I don't know if it was the flux or if it was the REM pod, but it like held steady for probably.
Yeah, we heard it. I thought you were moving it.
No, I've been sitting here.
That's crazy, dude.
And I just asked it before that to like light it up red. I don't know what happened over there. I can't
Wow.
see it,
Here, you got the walkie?
I mean, it's red right now, if that's what
Is
you were
it red?
asking.
Is it
Yeah, it's
rose?
red.
but I just said it. Yeah, I just asked it.
Hey, did you
now
guys
it's
see
back
the
to
REM pod go
Yeah.
off at all?
They can see it. Well, they can see the flux.
No, we didn't, but we have to see what's still off.
Yeah.
So turn the audio on for the camera in the mirror room, because the REM pod just went off.
Was that what that was?
I don't know. I thought you said it was.
I don't know. I didn't see it because I was sitting over there. I
Do what?
What?
The lays?
We said okay, we switched it to the audio to that camera.
Blaze. That's crazy. Because, I mean, before it was referencing fire.
Yeah. And now blaze.
Now you got it set up again.
Guys. You got stuff breaking these beams. What the fuck?
Is it the camera?
No.
Mm-mm. It's over here.
Because it's moving. Like here to there.
Yep.
What the
What?
Oh,
Can you come closer to us? I mean, it's doing it.
consistent.
What the hell?
Wonder if there's more than one.
It looks like it.
They were like,
But like, it's like, yeah, dancing back and forth, basically.
what was that? Oh, was that you leaning on
on
okay.
my hand?
Huh.
Can you walk up to that blue light there on the floor?
What was that?
Yeah. Can you walk up to that blue light there on the floor?
What was that?
Yeah. Can you walk up to that blue light there on the floor?
What was that?
Yeah.
That was.
What was it?
It sounded like it was
know.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
This is a game with them.
Yeah, it's like that cat and mouse stuff.
See, I've never had that experience here where it just takes you one place and then all of a sudden it's doing something else.
It's just like messing with you.
Yeah.
But it was upstairs.
That's what it sounded like.
It's getting weird, fellas.
Yeah.
Can you go up and touch the red light that's on that couch in front of the mirror, please? Just give us that signal that you're here with us.
Did anybody else just hear
Yep.
a voice?
Yep. You hear that, Dad?
I just heard something over.
Yeah. Yeah. You hear it?
Yeah.
Is there someone outside anywhere? What's green mean?
I have no idea. Either yes or no. I mean, usually we use it for yes.
So we got the flux going off. We got the grid alarm going off. Can you do that again, please?
That wouldn't be going off
No.
when that blue light goes and makes any.
No. The light wouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. There. Oh my gosh.
No, I guess it doesn't matter. So that is you in there. If it's you in there, light it up green. I just heard.
Dude, yeah.
What did that light up green on the bottom?
What?
What does that mean when that lights up green?
That's something this bottom one
part
did.
lit up green.
So something was approaching, I think.
Oh. Yeah, it was very quick. It just blinked green.
Interesting.
And this is the room that Elizabeth would have had her funeral
Mm-hmm.
in.
Can you turn that light green again, please?
Nope.
No.
Wow.
I mean, that was pretty direct.
Yeah. So you can't turn it green, but you could turn it red?
And it stopped.
Yes. Not being.
Uh-oh.
Every time that flux goes off or flux whatever, the camera freezes.
What?
What?
This camera?
We haven't had any issues with that camera.
No.
At all.
So every time that the flux goes off,
The
that camera freezes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did that go again?
Mm-hmm. Not the green light, but the grid.
Red to the left.
Elizabeth, is that you? If it is, can you light that up green? Is there a man named Mike in there? Should ask her if the camera's bugging out at all still.
Oh, yeah.
How's the camera now?
It actually was frozen for quite some time, and it just came back on.
Of course.
Yeah.
When it's really active in there.
Yep. Interesting.
Do you want us to leave you alone?
Jesus.
That's crazy.
That's pretty direct. I'm not gonna lie, that just gave me like goosebumps.
I mean, that's...
I mean, I'll listen. I'll respect that.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
If you're gonna answer me direct,
Yeah, we can leave you alone.
This would conclude our group sessions. After a short while, T and I would go back into the house, just the two of us. We would capture no activity and get no responses using the flux device for the remainder of the night. The following events would occur during a solo session. I'm the only one in the house during this time. After not having much activity upstairs, I would make my way to the center of the house and invite any spirit in the house to communicate with me.
Now we're going to grab our gear here. We're going to head down to the main room. Sit down there. Just sit at the table and try to open up communication. Okay, I'm having trouble finding a place I can put the camera here. Alright, I'm gonna get some devices set up here. I'm gonna put the Ovilus right in front of me. I might spit out a few words here while it loosens up a little bit. It's pitch black in here. And unless you have a flashlight, you cannot see anything. Would anybody in the house, any entity, any spirit at all, like to come and communicate with me? You can come and choose words from this database. Or you can speak to me directly. I would like to know how many spirits reside in this house. It's 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm starting to get very tired. I'm trying to power through. This is night 3, doing a solo session. Three nights of paranormal in a row. Definitely takes its toll on you. It wears you out, it drains you. It's exhausting. But if you ever want to capture really good evidence, one of the challenges that we wanted to try is to push ourselves through that tiredness and investigate for 3 consecutive days and just see the difference between the days. You know, night 1, I could have sworn I just saw a shadow figure move past the table, like small shadow. Like it was not tall, like just over table height. And I'm very skeptical when I feel like I see shadows because I feel like it could be a bunch of different things. But I could have sworn I seen a black mass move left to right just past the end of the table, which is 4 feet in front of me. Hey, are you guys watching the cameras?
Yeah, I am.
Did you guys see anything move in front of the table, like towards the way I'm facing?
No, but there was a car that was by around that time.
Okay. Like, I have my flashlight on so that I can see around me. And it literally just looked like a tiny shadow figure walked past the front of the table.
I can try and play back if you want me to.
Yeah, like you'll see me react to it. See when the car passes compared to when I react. But I don't remember seeing the lights, but I also wasn't looking for it.
Okay, give me a minute.
So I'm going to try to debunk this here. I don't remember seeing, if you look down the hallway, you can see out the front door and you'll see, when cars pass, you'll see the vehicle's lights. I don't remember seeing any vehicle lights. Snap and catch. Snap and catch just came through the obulus. Did I catch you crossing in front of the table? Tia's going to look back and see when I reacted to that compared to when the car went by. Now, if the car went by at the same time I seen it,
Sorry, what did you say came through?
snap and catch. If the car went by at the same time I seen the shadow, it's possible, but I mean, cars have been driving by, they drive by all the time, you know, and I've never seen the headlights from the street cast a shadow over here. I'm a little on edge at the moment. Did I catch you? Did I see you walk in front of me? Okay, I hear a car coming by. Okay, so I just seen another car go by and there was no shadow here. There was no reflection of light, no nothing over here. I just seen another car go by and I didn't see any kind of funky thing that it would have caused some kind of shadow to move. The REM pod's going off.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on playback. I'm not seeing the car either. So it has been a few minutes before that happened.
Look in the parlor room where we left the REM pod. It just went off. The REM pod that we've left in the parlor room just went off. It's been sitting there for a couple hours and has not beeped or anything. Is somebody down here with me? I'm getting very panicky now. Man, that's awesome evidence. But I'm becoming very uneasy very quickly. This has been one of the most active locations that we've investigated. So when you've had that much activity at one location, you're already on edge going into it. And with the energy at the houses that you have felt here the last couple of days, it's really got me on the edge of my seat. Play back that parlor camera and see if you guys see the REM pod going off.
Okay.
What's crazy is that the REM pod going off. So not only do I see what I feel like was a small shadow figure go by just on the other side of the table from me. Not moments later, the REM pod in the bedroom over starts going off. Moments later. And to me, that just verifies that I did see a small shadow figure. And, I feel like I have seen them in the past, but I've been able to rationalize them. This one I cannot explain. I do not believe we captured it on the security camera behind me, but I have not been able to reenact any kind of black shadowy mist that goes by. If you're in that room over there, can you make that light go off again?
I'm still looking. Give me a minute. I think I went back a couple minutes.
Okay. How long have I been in here? Because I am like super on edge right now. It's going off again. It's going off again right now.
Damn, man. Hold on.
The REM pod is going off right now. If you're in that room over there, can you make that light go off again?
I'm still looking. Give me a minute. I think I went back a couple minutes.
Okay. How long have I been in here? Because I am like super on edge right now. It's going off again. It's going off again right now.
Damn, man. Hold on.
The REM pod is going off right now. Thank you very much for setting that off. Can you do it one more time for me? One more time. I have goosebumps all over my body at the moment. And I feel like every which way I look, I'm going to see something. We just conquered 3 consecutive nights at one of the most active locations we have ever been to. Night 1 was pretty quiet, but night 2 was one of the most active nights we've ever had at the house. And then night 3, with the shadow figure and the REM pod going off, that's the stuff we look for. You know, where it's not just one event or one thing happening, but a series of unexplained occurrences happening that kind of validate each other. And we had so many new things happen for us, and that's the perfect example of why we keep going back. We never know what we're gonna get, and we never know how the spirits are gonna communicate with us. What's next for us? We don't know yet. You know, we're excited to get back out on the road and investigate these historic locations, but whatever it is, it's gonna be one hell of a ride.